All right, with Netflix earnings coming up in just a few days, I thought it would be good to go ahead and give an update on my mindset and what I'm deciding to do. I don't promise to ever update, but I felt like since I did a recent video where I displayed how much I owned of Netflix stock, with it being more than 5% of my portfolio, I thought it would be good to let y'all know what I was thinking. Not that you should do the same thing, but that you should think about Netflix earnings comes out at the beginning of earnings season every cycle. And so in just a few days, they're going to announce earnings. And the last two earnings reports have really caused Netflix to drop massively. So what am I expecting this time? Well, the main cause for their drop the last two times has been a massive disappointment in subscriber growth and even subscriber loss. And during the last call, they projected that they would lose 2 million subscribers. So, of course, that's going to discourage investors. That's going to scare people away. Now, more recently, they've been projecting to lose something like 800,000 subscribers, not 2 million. And so while I think that would be better, and I think that would be an improvement, it's not getting me excited. Is it getting you excited to say, hey, we're just going to lose 800,000? I don't think that's good. So in this case, I think there's a situation where when I think about what they would have to do to make the stock go down on the earnings call, what would they have to say? What kind of numbers would they have to report to make the stock go down drastically? Unfortunately, I just don't think it's that hard. I think even though it's been crushed and people have sold and sold and sold, I think there have been some people who are buying in hopes that they're going to turn this around and things are going to improve. But if they come out with more negativity, and if they continue to just talk about, yes, we plan to do an ad-supported tier someday with someone, they've been shopping around different possibilities. They've been talking to Roku. Now they've been talking to Warner Brothers. And while that's good, while I think they should be doing that, that doesn't get me excited as an investor until there's actually something real. So if on their earnings call they still have negative subscriber growth, right, subscriber losses, and they don't announce a tangible solution for their ad-supported network, and they don't announce any real positive changes, any real positive catalysts, I think it's fairly reasonable and easy to picture the stock price dropping. Again, I don't think it's going to totally fall off a cliff like it has the last two earnings, but it's very easy to picture that happening and it slide another 5, 10, 20% over the next quarter. What would they have to do for it to stay level? Well, I think basically if they're just treading water, they're not announcing a massive loss, but maybe a minor loss or even breaking even. I think the stock roughly stays about where it is. But on the flip side, what would it take for Netflix to go shooting up from here? I think it would take a lot, and I just don't see that playing out. Think about it. What if they come out and they say, guys, we beat our expectations by 500,000. We only lost 300,000 subscribers this time. Yeah, that's not getting it done. Investors aren't suddenly rushing to put in their buy order. You still lost subscribers. So even at break even, would people start just piling into the stock? I just don't think so. It could see an uptick over the next quarter if they announce something like that. But I think for it to really pop and really have a significant jump, I think they would have to come out and blow people away and say, not only did we not lose subscribers, we boosted our subscriber count by 250,000 or more. You know, the content metrics, those are nice, but the truth is they don't get credit for those. When people say, Stranger Things, they logged 1.5 billion hours of users watching. The truth is, like, investors don't seem to care that much about it. That's nice, but at the end of the day, they're looking at subscriber growth and they're looking at revenue and earnings. Now, expect revenue and earnings to be good, but there again, I think it would just have to be lights out for it to move the needle in a positive direction. I really think with Netflix being on the front of earnings season and with how it's gone the last couple times, I just expect that they're fighting an uphill battle and the downside's far more easy than the upside. So have I sold out of my Netflix? Well, partially. So you may recall the last time I referred to it, I had 26 shares, and at this point I've trimmed my position down to 15 shares, so about a 40% drop. And it's not because I don't believe in them long term, but with my account, I can sell and buy back later with no implications to taxes and no cost to trades. So I'm basically wanting to reduce my exposure during earnings season, and depending on what happens, I may be buying those shares right back, and it may be at the same price, and I would be just fine with that, or it may be at a discount, and that would be great, and I won't be in a rush to buy them back. I can pick and choose. And then on the flip side, if I'm wrong and there's some huge announcement and the stock goes shooting up, I will have missed on an opportunity because I think the chances of that are pretty slim. As always, don't copy what I'm doing just because I'm doing it, just because you watched it here on YouTube. I want to invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, have a great day.